good, all my stock market and trading homies out there? It's your boy Kevin. In today's video, we're going to be doing a deep dive into AMC stock. We're going to be doing a deep analysis into AMC. We've talked about AMC stock on the channel before. We talked about it before the massive squeeze happened. However, I said that I liked AMC at that time just because of the technical reasons, the chart setup, and the fact that a short squeeze was very likely to happen. I said that I did not like AMC as a long-term investment. However, I've been doing some more research and I've changed my stance. I think AMC has the potential to double, if not more, in the stock's price within the next few months. And in today's video, we're going to be talking about my thesis for AMC stock. Why do I think it's about to explode? We're going to be doing a full fundamental analysis as well as talking about the chart setup, and putting a price target on AMC stock. Let's break it down. Let's get it. All right. Let's break down some AMC. All right, so my stance on AMC from a long-term investment perspective has changed drastically since the last time we covered the company. Okay, so we first broke down AMC stock way back here before the squeeze even happened. I sent an alert out to the private Discord chat, and we swing traded this, and we caught this huge, massive move higher. However, during that time, I made myself very clear in my stance that I said that I did not like AMC as a longer term hold. Things have changed. Obviously, I'm making this video, so things have changed, and I think AMC has the potential to make a really nice long-term steady move higher over the next few months, over the next year, even the next couple of years. And I think this very easily could be a $20 stock in the next few months. Let's talk about my top 3 reasons AMC stock is about to explode higher. The software, the charting package that I'm using here, this is Webull. And if you want to get 2 free stocks from Webull, valued up to $1,850, that's free money. They have a great platform. Check out the link in the description and get your 2 free stocks. All right, so AMC, we had this parabolic move higher. So this move from $1.90 all the way up to 20 bucks. That was the short squeeze that we called in the chat. And what happened next was a big sell-off. And we're currently kind of just chopping around in a range of $14.80 down here towards $5 per share. That is a huge range. But what I think is going to happen is we're going to find support at this $9.40 area, and we have kind of an area of support all the way down to $7.50. And I think that area will hold, will consolidate, and will move higher. First thing that I want to talk about is why I think the company's fundamentals are improving. First reason is that Regal Cinemas, the second biggest theater franchise in the United States, is finished, kaput, game over. They are shut down for good. Or I shouldn't say for good, but indefinitely, and things are not looking good for Regal. So what happens on the street? What happens on the street when one drug dealer knocks off another rival drug dealer? That drug dealer takes over the turf of the rival guy, right? So we have a rap song scenario here happening with AMC stock. One of their biggest competitors just got knocked off, and I think that will help improve AMC's footing in the space, right? Obviously, if one of your competitors gets knocked off, you stand to benefit. And a lot of you guys might be saying, well, Kevin, wait. If Regal Cinemas is going out of business, couldn't that mean that AMC is going out of business? And it's not a good look for the movie theater space as a whole, but the movie theater space isn't going anywhere. AMC has survived the worst of it, and they're going to survive into the next few years. And that leads me into point number 2, and that's that I believe fully that there is still going to be demand for movie theaters going into the future. There's been a lot of talk about streaming services, and that's for good measure, right? Streaming services are the future. The cord cutting's in full effect. You can watch new release movies from the comfort of your home. But people still want to go to the movie theater. I was bored as hell the other day sitting at home. We're just chilling, had nothing to do, and I said I want to go see a movie. But Around me, we only have Regal Cinemas, so we had no place to go see a movie. If there was an AMC movie theater within 30 minutes of my house, I would have gone and I would have paid money to watch a movie at an AMC movie theater. And I know that's only me, and you can't base an investment just based on your own living style, but I believe a lot of people are going to want to go see movies as vaccinations are in full effect and we see people start going about their everyday life. Once again, I think AMC stands to benefit from the shutting down of the competition. There's not a lot of movie theaters left. And that brings me into point number 3. They should be looking at Regal Cinemas data. What movie theaters that Regal Cinema owns did well? Can you go in and buy those good producing movie theaters at a discounted price because Regal is closing down, and then shut down the AMC theaters that are doing poorly? Buy the Regal Cinema theaters that were doing good. Keep open the AMC theaters that were doing good. And you have just greatly improved your fundamental standpoint. Your market share has increased, and you've closed down the troubled theaters, and you've added more producing theaters. I'm not the CEO, but if I was, that would be something that I'd be looking into and taking a real close look at. Let's talk about streaming. That's my next point. Yes, they do need to expand their business model from just a brick and mortar theaters to more of a streaming orientated business model. Keep open the good brick and mortar theaters and then add an on-demand feature to your movies. Sure, you're going to have to get permission from the big movie companies that are selling you these movies to your theater, but we all saw the Super Bowl. During the Super Bowl, it seemed like every single commercial was for Paramount Plus. Paramount Plus is coming to the scene. They're spending a lot of money on marketing, and I think AMC needs to do something very similar to what Paramount is doing. It may be hard because you have no control of what these movie producing companies do, like Paramount. They just cut out the middleman and they went straight to the consumer. Probably a smart decision on the behalf of Paramount, but I think AMC can do something similar, and I think they're in good enough standing financially to where they can survive today and grow tomorrow. And we're seeing this company, we're looking at this, if we jump back to the chart and look at a monthly time frame, we're still really cheap compared to, what AMC was trading at years ago. The highs of $33 per share. We're trading at $10 per share right now. And I think this could be a $20 stock in the coming months from both the fundamental standpoint and let alone we have a short squeeze brewing. Right now, according to FinViz, which is a screener that I like to use, AMC has a short float of 20+%, and it very well could be higher than that. We had the big hedge funds shorting on this move up. And what I like to see when there's a potential short squeeze brewing, that the stock doesn't just squeeze immediately and you make those shorts hold. They're having to hold through this choppiness. And if we start to get a slow, steady grind higher, that's what I like to see more so than a parabolic move like we saw back here. I want to see this thing start to squeeze, grind higher, and squeeze the balls of the short sellers. We have big hedge funds in trouble with this AMC, and if it starts to move again, they might just say, screw it, throw in the towel, and start to cover up those short positions. And if that does indeed happen, this thing could squeeze. Now, we're not talking about a technical trade here in this video. We're not talking about a swing trade. We're talking about the long-term outlook of AMC stock. So I don't want to harp too much on the technical side of this thesis. I do think we need to mention it, right? So we have support at $8 per share, a lot of support, and I think it's going to be hard for AMC to break down below that level. So what I would like to see is just a steady grind above that $8 support and then the move higher. The longer it stays above $8, the more I think the short sellers are going to sweat their position. We do need to be aware of the downside risk. That is always something that we need to be aware of. A lot of times, too many YouTubers just slap outlandish price targets on the stocks that they're breaking down, on the stocks that they're analyzing. And in my videos, I try to make it a point to mention the downside risk, and there is a lot of risk here with AMC. Yes, I do believe the fundamentals are going to improve. I do believe that, but it's going to take time, and during the time that it takes, there could be some downside here that we need to be aware of. Look, we're just trading at $1.90 less than 2 months ago. So obviously, if you're trading 500% higher, there's going to be some downside risk that we need to be aware of. But I believe the upside is there with this AMC stock. We're going to see that $20 per share mark within the next 12 to 14 months. I honestly believe that, but I would not be shocked if this thing rolled over in the short term. That said, I probably will be taking a position. I have yet to initiate a position in AMC, and I'm watching it closely, and I want to buy as close to that $8 support as possible, and that's what I'll be watching over the next few weeks. I hope you guys got something of value from the video. If you did, please do me a favor and hit that like button for me, as it helps YouTube share these videos with other like-minded traders and investors out there. Also, if you want to get 2 free stocks, check out Webull. If you want to come trade with me, check out the link in the description to Patreon. I'll catch you guys in the next video. Until next time, peace!